first get into football then in Sheffield?
I think I was about 5. I always loved football, but I think 5 first signed for Handsworth Boys. It were probably due to my dad. Massive football fan. I'd probably say I'm living his dream as well as mine at the minute.
Were you always, from a young age, confident that you'd make it to a professional football team and you'd break in?
Not really. I think that at the young age, you just like doing it because it's just something you enjoy, and obviously you start out with your mates and that, it's good, and then as you get a bit older it gets more serious, and I think like only recently I started really pushing and thinking that I can do it. So
the last few years obviously been in the academy with the under-18s and then captaining the under-23s at such a young age. What's that been like for you as an experience?
I think it's all good, especially being captain. Love being captain. I think that it shows that you've got the respect of people around you, and it shows they trust you with a responsibility, and especially playing like above my age group, that's obviously really good, and you get to play against some good players.
Do you think that really helps that you're such a close group when you're playing together? Definitely.
Last year why we did so well in the 18s, like winning the league and then going on to win the playoffs, like that definitely helped us being so close and like doing everything together.
Last season you made your first team debut at Grimsby in the Checkatrade Trophy. What were you feeling when you got told that you were going to be inside?
Nervous, very nervous, but obviously very excited. Like one of my dreams to play for Sheffield United, and that dream come true. I'm very impressed.
On that same night, you got your first goal, and what were pumping through your veins then when that went in?
I think I hadn't scored all year for the 18s or 21s, so I couldn't have timed it any better, and I didn't know what to do when that hit the back of the net.
Yeah, and like playing alongside all these players, just like many of us that sit in the cop on a Saturday, you're a Sheffield United fan.
Yeah.
What has it been like rubbing shoulders and training and playing with all these players that you would watch as a fan?
It gets to like, it's good because like I get to see how much like they do work hard, how much they do want it, and like so as a fan that's really good because like I'm with them when they're putting in 100% all through the week, working up to Saturday. So it's just good to see, and obviously very good to be around.
Last year it was the Checkatrade Trophy, obviously you made your debut in. I think in terms of competition, I think you'd agree it's a big step up to the FA Cup where you played at Ipswich this year, and that tackle went viral on Twitter amongst United fans. How proud are you? Because obviously you were on the bench with Reece as well, coming from the under-23s. That must have been a big moment for you.
No, very good to be involved in such a big tournament thing, cup. Obviously playing with United, only my second time, so I was buzzing just to be on bench, and then when I got told I was coming on at half time, like got the massive adrenaline, then ended up coming on and I thought I did alright.
And the gaffer at the end of the game pushed you towards the fans to celebrate the victory. How did that feel?
Apart from nearly falling off, it was very good, and a very good moment to share with like everyone who travelled down that day.
Well, the under-23s, obviously it's a big running towards the end of the season. What are yours and the squad's hopes going into the final few games?
Obviously we want to push for top 2. I think that we work hard, we're a young team, most of the weeks, week in, week out, and mainly young. So I think it'd be good if we got to the top 2.
Who's got best banter in the squad? You can say yourself.
Best banter 23s, I'd probably say Greaves is up there, Oliver Greaves. And then in the first team, the Joker's Ched. Every day, all day, every day, yeah.
Who's got the worst music taste?
Worst music taste? I'd probably go Hugo Warhurst. This Slipknot, all things like that, not me.
Worst dresser?
Worst dresser? Harvey Gilmore, some rascal gear. Yeah, turns up, don't know what he's wearing.
And best dancer?
Best dancer, I get Ty Smith. Best dancer, just pops up randomly with a little move every now and then.
Just to wrap things up, what are your hopes for the future at Sheffield United?
My hopes, obviously I'd love to get playing regular in week in, week out, but I think if I had the armband whilst I was doing that, obviously being from Sheffield, supporting Sheffield, that'd be great.
That's brilliant, thank you very much.
Thank you.